What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about how Power Rangers Megaforce and Power Rangers Super Megaforce is the downfall. I wouldn't necessarily say the downfall, but the most dumbest version of Power Rangers that has ever come out. And let's be honest, there have been some dumb versions. But anyway, let's just jump into it. So the first thing first about Super Megaforce and Power Rangers Megaforce is that the themes make no sense. Your first season has angels, valid idea. But then out of nowhere, you're going to introduce pirates while keeping the same plot and the same characters and the same cast. Honestly, I can appreciate what they were trying to do. I do. But what the hell? Like when I was a kid, I really didn't think about it. But as I got older, I was like, this shit make no sense. Because when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. How you go from the theme of angels, which they don't even acknowledge in the show at all. Like they don't even acknowledge that their theme is angels, and then and then when they turn into pirates, they don't even acknowledge that too. It literally makes no sense why they did it like that. It doesn't make sense. And first of all, how you gonna call it Power Rangers Super Megaforce? It doesn't make sense because you're it's not even. It's like the suits don't even feel like a new season anymore. It feels like it's a battleizer at this point. Like think of the super mode from Power Rangers Samurai. That's basically what Super Megaforce is, but they can just morph into Super Megaforce mode whenever they want, and that just ruins it for me because it's like just make it two different seasons. It doesn't have to be that difficult. You didn't have to create Super Megaforce because it just felt like a shitty way to make the season into the anniversary season for Power Rangers. Because there are some episodes where they literally just go into Super Megaforce mode while they still have their Ghostager powers. It makes no fucking sense. It makes zero sense. You might as well have just made a whole new season having them control these pirate powers instead of making them still use the angel powers. It makes zero sense. And I think in the start of Gokaija, there is a legendary battle where all the Super Sentai scatter their powers all across the world, and that is where the Gokaijers go and find them, being pirates, because they're not necessarily heroes, but they are still stealing low-key. So it kind of works in that way, which is why it was so popular in Japan, because they had a proper explanation onto why that happened. But in Megaforce, you reused the Ghostager footage for that battle just to let it feel like a 5-second clip. It made no sense to me. That legendary battle was straight buns. The third or second reason, I should say, the second reason is, or the third reason is that I'm not gonna say the cast was bad. I'm not gonna say it. The cast was honestly pretty decent. It's the writing that makes no sense because there are so much plot holes in Power Rangers Megaforce and Super Megaforce that makes no sense. For example, in the first episode alone, when the Rangers are in the command center for Power Rangers Megaforce, Noah looks around the room and says, "Who are they? Who are they?" This implying that there never has been Power Rangers in that world. So how the hell did Gosei manage to get all these legendary Ranger modes? And secondly, how the hell do the Rangers... Secondly, with Gosei getting these legendary Ranger modes and the Rangers not knowing them, how the hell are they able to use off-world Power Ranger powers such as the Die Ranger suits, the Blitz suits, which is Flashaman? Like that makes no sense. If the Power Rangers have never existed in this dimension, why the hell does Gosei have all these powers? And bullshit about him being Zordon's apprentice. I'm calling cap. That's just lazy writing. So that doesn't make sense because if the teenagers in Megaforce didn't know who the Rangers were, how did Zordon manage to get all these powers? And for what purpose? Meaning that there has never been a problem on that planet or in this dimension until Gosei had arrived. Because I'm pretty sure the insect villains from Megaforce wasn't even there until Gosei arrived. So that's that. Thirdly, Troy's not human. There's no way Troy is human when he went full Super Saiyan Goku on Robo Knight and Super Megaforce. I'm refusing to believe that. I believe Troy is an entity of the grid. I'm not making... I don't think Troy is human because there's no way he just went Super Saiyan mode against Robo Knight to knock him out. If I'm being honest, Troy was probably gay from Robo Knight while Emma over here flirted on her. I'm not gonna lie. For Megaforce, I feel like they just grabbed the two most beautiful girls that auditioned and made them Rangers. Let's be real. Christina Masterson and Ciara Hanna are bad as fuck. So that's that. Yeah, but there's just so much plot holes and lazy writing when it comes to Megaforce and Super Megaforce, and it just doesn't make sense because Ghost Ager's angel theme, Gokaiger's pirate theme, you cannot fit those two together. You just, like, it doesn't fit. It's the puzzle piece that doesn't fit. And what's crazy is that they don't even acknowledge that they have angel-based powers, and they don't even acknowledge that Ghost Age gives them new morphers that turn them into pirates. Then they leave Jake's explanation for why the hell why he went from black to green. So there's that. Like, Saban was just so lazy with this. It felt like they were just trying to rush to the legendary battle just for that shit to last like 2 seconds. And there was no point of it. And can we be real? The Ranger Key gimmick was not taken well. In Japan, you got full teams of Super Sentai players, of teams. I'm talking, you could get your Bokenger keys in one set. You could get your Flashman keys, your Dire Ranger keys, your Drew Ranger keys, all in one pack. What does America do? Oh, they decide to put 3 Ranger keys in one pack. And the amount of duplicates people had to deal with to get one Ranger. You can get a red, blue, and black Ranger for, like, okay, let's think. Okay, for Mighty Morphin, right? I believe this was one of them. I'm gonna just make something up, though. So, basically, in the Mighty Morphin pack, you would have red, blue, and black. Cool. Okay, you need those colors. Instead of doing pink, yellow, and green, or white in the other pack, you had to get red. You would have to get yellow, a shiny blue Ranger maybe, and a metallic pink Ranger. Like, you couldn't get the functioning key that you wanted. You had to buy multiple packs in order to get duplicates. At least the auto-click function was good, but it doesn't make sense for me to get multiple keys just for me to what? Have 50 pink Rangers, 20 red Rangers, 10 Silver Rangers. Like, it doesn't make sense because you're unbalancing everything because you're creating duplicates. You basically created 50 versions of the same key, just different designs. Literally you're creating different designs. Literally, like, you'll make a metallic mode, you'll make a shiny mode, you'll make a translucent mode. Literally. And let's not forget, when the Ranger keys would come with the Megazord, you got a translucent red Ranger key for the Megazord, then you got a red Wild Force Ranger for the Lion Zord. I don't even know if they gave the red RPM Zord, which made, okay, I'm not gonna lie, Gokaiger made sense for the Red Falcon Zord. I'm not gonna lie. But Super Megaforce, that is not Corinth. Get the fuck out of here. That shit was not fucking Corinth. That shit was not Corinth. That was a whole new place. Because what I remember from Power Rangers RPM did not look like no futuristic freaking high-speed Forza Tron dimension with one giant Zord driving on a bridge. That is not Corinth. That is not Corinth. And the no explanation makes no sense. Honestly, if I'm being honest, Orion saved the fucking season. Because there's no way. Orion and Christina Masterson's beauty, that was what saved the season for me. That wedding scene with Orion and Emma, mwah, mwah, mwah. And I know there's people that love this season, but I'm going to be honest, I'll prefer Samurai over Super Megaforce. And if I'm being honest, I would prefer Ninja Steel over Super Megaforce. Because golly, man. And what's crazy is that Super Ninja Steel, not being an anniversary season like Super Megaforce, did a better legendary battle crossover than Super Megaforce did. And that is some shit. That is some wild fucking shit. The fact that a season that wasn't even an anniversary-based season that did better than the anniversary-based season is crazy to me. Like, it felt like they were just trying to get to this legendary battle and just trying to make toys without actually putting care into the show. The reason y'all even made the toys is because y'all have the show. And secondly, y'all skipped over how many Sentais? How many Sentais, bro? Let me think. It was Samurai. Then Megaforce. That made sense. Gokaiger. But then y'all skipped over Go Busters to make Dino Charge, which wasn't bad. But then y'all skipped Zyuohger for Ninja Steel. And then now you got Goldbuster from after Gokaiger to go after Ninja Steel. Like, the Power Rangers makes no sense because they're not following the Super Sentai timeline, but yet in Super Megaforce they're using the Super Sentai footage and powers. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Because what, you telling me you gonna call the Flashman powers Blitz powers? Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure they weren't even called Power Rangers Blitz when they introduced them in the comics. Luckily, the comics came out, or else some explanations would have made no sense. And we still haven't seen some Sentai that was using Gokaiger, that was using Super Megaforce to this day for explanations. Super Megaforce got me so mad. You know what? I like Megaforce. I'm not gonna lie. I like Megaforce. There are some scenes that are corny and the writing is type bad. But then when you look at it and compare it to Super Megaforce, it's like, what the fuck were we going for here? What the fuck is this bullshit that I'm watching? The zero explanations and plot. The weird writing. The fact that they put zero effort. The fact that they used two different themes and trying to combine them into one fucking series made no fucking sense to me. It really didn't make any fucking sense. Really didn't. But yeah, Super Megaforce was just shit. It was just a shit piece of crap that should have never been created in that way that it should have. It destroyed how Gokaiger was in Japan. It really did. It really did. See you on the next one, man.